Are you ready to hit the ground running in second semester? As leaders, the new year brings an opportunity to realign, refresh, and refocus. Today, I'm diving into practical ways to turn those resolutions into actionable steps, from engaging your staff and students to mastering data, and yes, even prioritizing your self-care. Let's make this semester your best yet. Hi friend, are you ready to move into a leadership position? Do you have interests and ambitions that you want to pursue, but feel like you don't know how to take that next step? Maybe you want to start your own coaching or consulting agency. I'm Mel, and I help educators define their career path through correct mindset, knowing your options, and getting prepared for your career transition. I will show you how to level up your leadership skills, share your expertise in a new way, create impact on a larger scale, and put your leadership in motion. As an educator for over 20 years, I started to feel underused and like I had more to give. I knew when the time had come for me to leave the classroom and affect change on a larger level. Now, I'm ready to help you determine where your talents and skills mesh with your passions and interests. Put your leadership in motion and move into that next phase of your educational career journey. Let me help you define your career path by having the right mindset, knowing your options, and getting prepared for that next leadership position. So power up and put your leadership in motion. Today, I'm going to do something just a little bit different than the normal. I'm going to read you a poem that I wrote. Then I'm going to take some of the information from that poem and turn it into tips for this coming semester, the second half of your school year. This is my New Year's poem for building leaders. 'Twas the week before school, and we sat with our plan, mapping out our goals as only leaders can. The vision was clear, and our hearts held it tight, ready to guide with wisdom and insight. Resolutions were crafted, both big and refined, to lead with intention and focused minds. We will backward plan meetings to align with our aim to ensure every action supports student gain. Professional learning stands as our guide, helping our staff grow in knowledge and pride. We'll model best practices, share what we know, and create spaces where all teachers grow. Engagement comes next, students' hearts and their minds. How can we make learning the most meaningful kind? We will gather their voices, build trust and rapport, so their love for discovery will flourish once more. The data that informs us we study with care, each trend and each number to see what is there. We analyze gaps, make plans as we go, to ensure every student's potential will show. Reflection is what drives us as we set higher goals, adjusting our focus to strengthen our roles. We examine what's working and shift what's not right to keep progress steady and our spirits alight. But self-care remains as the key to our pace to lead with resilience and grace in our space. We balance the work with moments to rest because leading with energy helps us be our best. As spring testing looms, we're ready and clear with strategies built to ease students' fears. We prepare with intention, no rushing or stress, so our kids feel confident and ready for success. Our goals take shape as we stand inspired, leading today with the passion required. As we focus our vision and keep it in view, we lead with purpose in all that we do. So here's to the leaders who work hard every day, guiding their schools in the best possible way. Make second semester bring progress, fulfillment, and cheer. Here's to growth and success and a transformative end to your school year. I just wanted to try something a little bit different, a little bit fun today, instead of just the norm, because it is the new year and we are on break. So I thought I would do a New Year's resolution poem for you. But now I'm going to pull some of the information from that and do some follow-up points and some tips for you guys. So the first one is backward planning for success. We have to start with the end in mind. We should have done that from the beginning of the year, but here's your second chance to realign and do it for the second half of the year, for second semester. So whether it's professional development outcomes, improved student achievement, or smoother testing, set some clear benchmarks now and then map out some actionable steps to reach those goals. Number 2 is make the data work for you. Go beyond just collecting data. We are masters at collecting data, but we don't always do something with the data, or we don't always use it effectively. So use it to make decisions that directly impact your students' success. Identify some trends. Prioritize your needs, whether that be professional learning or student engagement, whatever the needs are in your specific context, and then build some actionable goals for improvement. And really, numbers 1 and 2 should have been flipped. So you probably already have some goals from the beginning of the year that you need to continue backward planning or realign for the second half of this year. But you need to use that data first to see what you need to do going forward. Number 3 is focus on engagement. Not just your students, but your staff as well. Reignite your students and staff engagement by creating meaningful interactions. Incorporate student voice into decision making and provide teachers with tools to keep lessons fresh and impactful, and also include them in decision making as well. Your teachers are going to appreciate it if you give them voice as well. We talk about student voice and choice all the time, but what about teacher voice and choice? They need to have some choice in what they're doing in their classroom. They need to have some voice in their professional learning and what works best in their classroom context. And number 4 is thinking about the power of reflection and then adjustment. Build time into your schedule for those reflective practices. Review what's working, identify challenges, and then tweak your approach regularly. I cannot say that word tonight, regularly, to stay aligned with your goals. And I apologize, but I have been cleaning my dad's house all day long and I am tired and my voice is not working today. Nor is my brain. And last but not least, do not forget about self-care, guys. Leading with energy starts with taking care of yourself, prioritizing your rest, your physical health, and your emotional balance so you can sustain your leadership throughout the semester. Empowered Educators, this semester is your opportunity to refine your leadership, empower your staff, and make a lasting impact on your students. By backward planning, leveraging data, fostering engagement, and then prioritizing your own self-care, you can ensure a successful and transformative second semester. Remember, progress isn't about perfection, it's about purpose. Let's lead with that in mind. If you found this episode inspiring, motivating, or helpful in any way, please subscribe so you never miss an episode, and also share the episode with some of your friends. When you share Empowered Educator with other educators, it helps me to grow the show, and it also helps me know what content you guys like hearing. Not to mention, I just really appreciate it when you share the show. And I would also love it if you would give me a 5-star rating and then drop a review so I can be found a little easier. When you add those reviews, it helps bump me up in the algorithm and people can find my show. Thank you so much for listening today, and I will see you back here same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.